First off, I want to get this out the way. Governor Northam is an idiot. No matter how you look at it, he's just a straight moron. How can you be so soft and weak to the point the teachers union is telling you what to do? And now we have a bunch of kids missing out on a year of education because of a soft, pathetic governor that doesn't even review the data about in-person learning, but he decides that he can issue executive orders or proclamations and all this other stuff that deals with the fact of someone who needs to know about the data. First off, I told people from the beginning, if it was me, Virginia would not be closed, businesses would be thriving, schools would be open, and people would be going on about their lives, just like they doing all across the country. Virginia being last and everything, probably be the last state to even open up, given the fact we got the three stooges, Larry, Curly, and Moe, running Richmond Capital and running Virginia straight into the ground. Like I said, these are problems for weak politicians. That's what it is. See, they soft. They don't have no kind of fight in them. They just back down to anything and everything. No, they're backing down because their money is on the line. That's what they think. And those teachers unions or whatever that's controlling Governor Northam, they just enjoying this. You know, if they say jump, Northam say ha ha. Really, 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 people. First off, Governor Northam, this is how a real governor handles teacher unions or people trying to stop progress. First off, I would have told the teachers union, you either go back to in-person teaching our kids, teaching our future, or I'm going to get some college kids to take your job and you can go ahead and stay home. And you can teach the kids who are uncomfortable with going to school and those parents that are uncomfortable with their children going back to in-person learning, they can stay home. But our schools is going to stay open for those who want an education and want to learn in person and not be held behind for 2 years, because that's what's happening. See, the teachers union and all these different outside groups, that's why I call them, because they ain't about Virginia, they are all about themselves. See, they don't care about our kids' future because they so busy trying to run from what they consider death. And I'm saying, hey, 99% of the people in the Commonwealth of Virginia will recover from any disease that's out there, any election hoax that's out there, whatever you want to call it. And our kids are stuck in a situation of liberal bullshit. That's what it boils down to. Our kids are being left behind instead of being put first. And Governor Northam is all the way responsible in his Democratic flunkies. Our schools need to be open, people. Our kids need to be learning. Because right now, we are seeing the miseducation of everybody in Virginia based off of Governor Northam's crap. He ain't paying for your daycare. He's giving you breadcrumbs and saying, hey, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm not going to do anything to fix the problem. That's the problem. And you're allowing these idiots in the teachers union that's out there to dictate our children's education and how they learn, and they have not even done the basic due diligence in trying to make sure our kids get back in school. The fact of the matter is, we cannot save everyone, but we can't stay in this bubble that we are in right now and expect us to get out of it. The fact of the matter is, it has been more diseases and more crisis to mental health for kids and parents all over the Commonwealth of Virginia than ever the fact of them not getting an education. People have to realize that we must move forward. We must move on with life. We need to take off the stupid masks because everybody's wearing a mask. So how in the world is everybody getting affected if y'all say this is supposed to be effective? The fact of the matter is there is no such thing as safe. The only thing you can do is do the best that you can in life. And what we can do as adults is toughen up and say we are going to protect our children's future and make sure they have the experience that we had coming up and getting a quality education. They cannot get a quality education with the teachers hiding and dictating whenever they decide to go back to work. See, that's Governor Northam playing by their games. Merle Rutledge ain't playing by their games because if Merle Rutledge as your next governor, if the schools is closed on day one, the schools is going to be open. And I'm going to say directly to the teachers union, you are to bring those teachers back into the classroom and start teaching in person, or we are going to have the college students who are working for a career to be teachers, be fearless, and we're going to have them educate the classroom, and they're going to start being paid your salary. So you either want to work and fulfill the dreams of our kids and making sure that they get a quality education so they can be whoever they want to be, because we don't practice socialism in Virginia. Yeah, I know we got an idiot governor that loves it, but that ain't going to happen under Merle Rutledge. Our kids is going to have a future that says exactly what we mean. You are going to be whatever you want to be, and you are going to choose your destiny. That's how we start moving Virginia forward. We cannot, as parents, lead by fear and then expect our children to know what it means to fight. We must be the leadership that they need now. Right now is a crisis of a lifetime for protecting our children and their children that come after us. And we must make sure they are as prepared as possible for exactly what this world is. We can have a better future where we grow tall and blossom, or we can live a future in which nobody knows anything about what it takes to survive and what it means to achieve. I cannot sit by and sit idle to this. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure our kids and Virginia citizens start coming first. If South Dakota can stay open during this crisis and this pandemic, so can Virginia, so can California, so can North Carolina, or any place that's out there. What is happening is we are being taught fear instead of fight. And Merle Rutledge is here to make sure you are taught how to fight and win. And that means our children are going back to school. The school doors open, the bus drivers picking up our kids, them eating a nice balanced lunch and going on with their extracurricular activities and becoming exactly what they want to be. We are not going to take away what wasn't taken away from us. We didn't shut down over pneumonia. We don't shut down over the flu. We don't shut down over this crap. That ain't the American way. And like I said, it's going to start being the American way. It's going to be the Virginia way. And Virginia is going to start fighting and dominating and conquering this virus and taking it head on, just like we've been taking on everything else that comes our way. You want to take our children's education, you trying to take people's guns, you trying to take people's religion, you trying to take America and Virginia in its identity, and I'll be damned. That's why we need tough and bold leadership that makes a call and that is decisive. that doesn't bend to the pressures of what any decides to say. We must act in the best interest of our country and Virginia and our families. That takes tough leadership and it's called tough love. We will get Virginia back and we will reopen Virginia. The thing is, we need to get them politicians out and start putting real leaders in. And that's called making sure Merle Rutledge is your next Virginia governor. Because, see, Northam could take your home, he could take your car, he could take your whole bank account. How much can the Democrats take away from you before you say enough is enough? That's the point here. Cardboard boxes is not a lifestyle that we decide to give our kids. We want them to have liberty, freedom, and prosperity to make sure that they do everything that they can do to make this world better. We can't do that by them sitting at home and basically being at the mercy of a school that has failed them over and over again during this pandemic. It's time that they come first. Our brothers is going to make sure they come first. And God bless you, and God bless America, and Northam and the Democratic Party. You open up our schools, or you will not have a seat or office to be in. Because, see, people at Ground Zero is taking the hits of your decisions. Y'all don't have to. That's the problem. Because if y'all was going through what American families, Virginia families is going through at Ground Zero, you would have never closed up the Commonwealth of Virginia. You would have never shut down those businesses and shut down our schools. We are going to have a Virginia that everybody in the world believes in. Because obviously you Democrats have lost sight of exactly what America is all about. America is about making sure America comes first. And I'll be damned if Virginia keeps coming last. Look at BC and look at everything else y'all going through. The decision of these cowards has led to a crisis of leadership for our future. I won't take part in that. I'm going to take part in our victory. So help me God. And God bless America. My name is Merle Rutledge, and I am running to be your next Virginia governor, not giving a damn about the Democratic establishment or the Republican establishment. Leaders make it happen. They don't wait for permission. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.